Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Android News Byte. Today, I want to talk about an interesting decision from Google to lock out 3 GB of RAM specifically for Gemini Nano. This is happening with all of the Pro versions of the Pixel 9. So that includes the Pixel 9 Pro, Pixel 9 Pro XL, and the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Google has said the reasoning for this was because they wanted to improve the performance and the responsiveness of its AI features. But I have a feeling that not everyone is going to be happy about this decision. We aren't seeing this with the base model of the Pixel 9, nor did we see any of this with the Pixel 8 devices either. And I'm guessing this was the sole reason the Pixel 9 Pro devices got 16 GB of RAM rather than 12 GB. Now, I'll be sure to include the link to this report in the video description below for anyone who wants to know the technical aspects of unevictable and M-locked RAM within Linux. But Google has used these features so that they can keep the AI core service loaded into RAM at all times. AI Core is an application that was first introduced in Android 14 as it handles the model management runtimes, safety features, and other features of Gemini Nano. Google has found that heavy multitaskers were getting much worse performance when using Gemini AI features when it had to fight for access to RAM. That's because the Android operating system needs to go through and close out enough RAM to free up 3 GB. It would then need to take the time to load the Gemini AI data, and then it would need to take even more time to execute whatever AI action the user was trying to do. To combat this, Google bumped up the total RAM in the Pro versions of the Pixel 9, while also choosing to not restrict Gemini from its base model. But Google is still advertising 16 GB of RAM for the Pixel 9 Pro, Pixel 9 Pro XL, and the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, even though the user isn't going to be able to access all of it. And that's what I have an issue with. If I have no reason to ever use Gemini on my device, then I want to be able to use all of the RAM that's inside of the hardware I purchased. This is especially true if I purchased the Pixel 9 Pro, specifically because it had more RAM than the base model. I know a lot of people who emulate with their Android device, and having more RAM available to them is very important, and it can be the reason they chose to spend $200, $300, or $400 more for one device over another. Granted, the Pro models of the Pixel 9 will have 13 GB of RAM available to them instead of 12 GB when compared to the base model, so you at least are getting a little more RAM, but I can't help but feel this is a bit disingenuous from Google's side of things. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'm curious to find out if this RAM is still going to be locked out if the user disables the AI Core package via ADB, or if they uninstall it with root access. And please, do not forget to like this video while also subscribing to the channel for more Android news content like this.